Tonight, I'll be eating a calzone from Doughballs in Aurora. Rock on.
Why, hello there, everyone, and welcome to WTP Academy League Week 5. Today I will be joined by IPS and German. Why don't you guys say hello? Just realized I was muted. Wow. Why don't you guys say hello?
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Well, today we are going to have some exciting matches, I bet. But first off, let's go ahead and talk about the top donators. So we currently have $107 in our prize pool, which is insane. And 90% of that profit will go to the winning teams.
Mm-hmm. I do believe that actually it is a bit higher. Unfortunately, it's not updated, but I do believe we're past. I think we're over 125 since there was a couple of donations yesterday at the start of amateur league. So it's a bit crazy, honestly.
Wow. So even more than $107. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
You
By
agree
the
with
way,
that?
Silver, you got to add Siege King. He's saying he's waiting for
Ooh.
you right now.
Okay. Well, while we do that, here is the staff credits. Thank you for everyone who has joined recently. We've gotten like 9 within like a week. But
Mm-hmm.
definitely thank you to all of the staff, and thank you for keeping this place running. um,
Anytime.
Of
so
course.
now we got the standings. Uh, any anything notable?
Well, I mean, looking at Empire, unfortunately, Team Fires did drop, so it is
Hmm.
pretty decided for that division. Like, it is pretty obvious it is going to be Outcast, Deadlock, Clownfish. But on the side of Anarchy, the only team that's necessarily got their playoff spot completely secured is Eclipse, that's sitting there at 4-0. Meanwhile, Mirkwood could lose today, go 3-2, and then Astro go 3-2 as well. Eternal can also have a chance to go 3-2. It's kind of like this week is going to decide the top three teams of Anarchy division, since the only two teams that have no chance are Insurance Agency and Loxart.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this week turns out. It's definitely going to be really hype.
Definitely. All right. So now we're moving on to our schedule. Uh, just a little note. Clownfish and Deadlock will be rescheduling, and since due to Team Fighters dropping a little while ago, that match won't be happening either today.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, but I think the most hype matchup that we actually are going to see today is going to be that first matchup there between Astro and Markwood. Since if Markwood wins, they'll probably secure their second seed in the playoffs. But if they lose, there is a chance, depending on how many games are played, that Eternal might actually take them over and get into playoffs while Mirkwood is actually eliminated. So that match is definitely going to be important for Mirkwood and Astro. Whoever wins that has pretty much their playoff spot somewhat secured.
definitely. All right. So let's move on to our map modes. First one, the Reef on tower control. Second, Snapper Canal and Rainmaker. Third, Manta Maria Splat Zones. Fourth is Anchovies, Clamblets, and fifth and final is Starfish main stage tower control. Any notable ones there, German?
um, I would say both of the tower controls maps on for this round one. The Reef and Starfish. I'm expecting to see more. Possibly just a flanking, like I would say for Starfish, because like you got left and right that you could possibly just flank, and for Starfish main stage as well, that's like you can do like the splatling flanking around from like left and right, and which I feel if any of these two teams here are gonna play a splatling, if we ever get to see like maybe a game 5, then I hope to maybe see some like whoever brings out a splatling to both of these teams here.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with that. Like, it's just Splatlings, like especially like on those two maps. Yeah. Well, I believe that is the end of the pre-show.
Yeah. Do we have the teams in the room yet, or?
Yes, we do actually.
All right. So, I guess while they're selecting their weapons and such, we could maybe go more in depth about Reef Tower Control, since it is going to be the first map we're going to see them play on. I believe on that map we're definitely going to see Dweeb, the Astro Slosh player, on like maybe Try, since it is definitely one of Try's better maps. It can easily take control bridge, and the tower path doesn't necessarily go through bridge, and more goes through like the far left of the map. But I do feel like whenever you have Try on that map and you're able to control bridge, that just avoids the whole flanking issue from mid. So I do believe that is definitely a weapon we want to see there.
Yeah, definitely. It just like this slaying power of it and just like the openness kind of just is a really good combo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since we're on the topic of Astro, who do you think will be playing today?
I mean, you should know who's playing. I mean, you're the lobby
just to-
host.
Well, why don't you just go ahead and guess though?
Well, if I had to guess, definitely Dweeb and Space, and probably Trash, since that would be their backline, their support, and then their slosher player. Though I maybe Nito for their last player, but I'm not sure.
You actually got all four. Good job. Clap
Easy.
in half. Well,
Maybe
well,
we should talk about Markwood a little bit as well.
yeah, definitely.
So Markwood here, we have Siege King as their captain, and the players we got Kato, Knight, Nugget, and Kahri. I think I said that right. Correct me if I said that wrong, but
Corey?
Corey, maybe. What do you think about Markwood Falcons yourself, Silver?
Ooh, I think they're actually a pretty strong team. Just they know how to play, but sometimes they just need to get a little bit more serious. At least,
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think that the CDS will come in handy, but
Mm-hmm.
you'll never know.
Yeah, I do think that Markwood, we haven't really seen them on stream too much. I think we did see him week 1, but after that there was like a couple of reschedules and this and that. So we haven't seen them too much on stream. So it's nice to see them here for the final weekend for such a really big matchup. It's gonna have to be fun to watch. But yeah, German, what do you think?
Like for both of these teams, I am not really familiar, but I would definitely love to see both of these teams come and play out for whatever they feel to play with, like as they play for their comp. So, but I actually do recognize Astro a little bit, but not much for their members. I've seen them a couple in other tournaments as well. So like, and that's what I know from these two teams.
All right. Well, we are actually about to head into our match. So,
All right.
let's see if
Let's
our
get
predictions
started.
pay off.
All right then, so here we go. Astro versus Markwood Falcons. Game 1 on TC Reef. Pretty excited to see what they're going to have here for those comps. Looking to see that Tri-Slosher, but maybe they might prove me wrong. As we see now, both teams getting ready. And looking at both of these comps, German, what do you see?
Yeah, as you said before, you said there's a Tri-Slosher that they have from Astro, and they did pull it out. And we're comparing to like looking at Wood Falcons comp here. This is a pretty interesting comp that I don't see. CDS and K Pro. I've never seen a comp kind of like this before, but I want to see how they kind of work it out. So
it's almost like the meta comp with how many 3 out of 4 weapons kind of dominating the meta.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's definitely a high range, high damage comp from them. Meanwhile, Astro more options for the double slosher comp with the zap as well. They are running double armor. Right now we see the Astro, they get a bit of the first push, but another year on this capo. They're going to fight against Jazz, but it's going to go down as right now it is kind of just a stalemate with neither team really making big substantial pushes or kills, even though Astro did have this beginning kills.
Oh yeah. We see still Jazz just by on the bottom of the bridge here. Still nice to try and hit, but he finally goes down. by Mirwood Falcons here. So this is now Mirwood Falcons push to start pushing, but 3 members go down by Astro. So they get the first checkpoint from Mirwood Falcons. So they will be able to get at least the second checkpoint. So I'll see what else could happen here. So I don't know what you're kind of seeing here, IPS.
I mean, I'm seeing kind of there. Unfortunately, Jazz did feed, so really good shot. 2 snipes coming out from trash there. Kind of stalling that push out, but still, Mirwood Falcons is not stopping the pusher. Dweeb does get that cable from behind. Maybe now they're going to look for that zap to get him down, but they
I think
don't.
that is a staggered wipe coming out from Markwood.
That is now going to basically leave Astro having to basically push through 2 checkpoints and a little bit more to get that lead. It's going to be a bit of work for them, but they could possibly do it as they do pick off the charger. Here now, Dweeb with this machine is going to get another pick as well, and this might be a wipe on the side of Markwood Falcons. And not yet, as I believe Siege is able to back up, but right now, German, pretty big push coming from Astro here. What do you think you need to do to get all the way down to 26?
For what I see for Astro here, all they got to do is coordinate pretty well here. They just need to just keep all their frontliners away, but it seems right now they haven't gotten much to at least get to that second checkpoint, which we know that Mirwood Falcons was able to get that second checkpoint. So I would say maybe just go for maybe from different directions from left and right, or maybe that a little sneaky there if they had the chance there.
Trash really going forward, just not really staying on purchase, but honestly it's a great positioning just to be on bridge, just looking out over everything.
Yeah, yes. One thing about this map is you always want to do is keep control of that bridge. That control of bridge, you're able to basically watch left, watch right, watch forward, and also helps you to push you and get flanked. But as I say that, really, Dweeb trying to push that tower as his teammate does go down. April does go down on the side of Markwood. Another pick coming from Dweeb on Siege. There is going to be 2 down on the side of Markwood Falcons. We might be seeing a lead shift here. Another pick again. Another pick.
They're 3 down. Oh.
I believe this will be the counter push.
Yeah, this might be it. They might be able to get this lead here, so in which they did.
But a double bomb kill from Siege coming out.
So now Markwood Falcons the back foot again, and they're gonna have to actually get to that checkpoint. Basically, chip it down a little bit to get that lead. So it's gonna be easy. As right now they haven't really had much control since their own push. Astro kind of had to control the whole game, but as I say that, they do get a pick on the try here. Lancer with armor at the ready is gonna pop it. His charger does go down, and right now they're trying to push in a 2 situation. The pro does go down, and this already might be the end of their push unless Siege here to come out with something, but fortunately doesn't. Dweeb coming in here right now with 10 kills on that case. Falcons putting in a lot of work for Astro right now.
Yeah, that K machine is actually doing a lot of work, and especially trying to help out and coordinate well. Like the K machine is just doing all that work, getting those picks, and then just helping out the team push that tower really forward when they got that lead there.
Definitely. So right now we do see though Markwood Falcons now starting to get their own push. The only special ready on the side of Astro is that armor. That might change very soon as armor does come out from Markwood Falcons. Maybe trying to make a push here. See, being only in his own. Nuggets and do go down together. It's 3 down.
That is
and
it.
Finishes off the charger, and that is going to be game 1 going to Astro. German. That game was pretty close, but Astro and Dweeb just pretty much edging Markwood Falcons out pretty much on most opportunities.
Yeah, that I gotta give it all to the K machine from Astro. Like he did so much of work to help the entire of that team for the last bit of 2 minutes there. Like he did that K machine was just he getting all those picks there and just so much of just doing all the good work of helping the team getting with a good push there.
Well, our second game is going to be Snapper Canal Rainmaker. What's your thoughts on that, IPS?
Snapper Canal Rainmaker, this is definitely one of those Rainmaker maps where it's pretty strange Rainmaker, but it's actually first of all, it's one of the Rainmakers where if you get wiped, you'll probably lose, or the other team's going to push down to like 10, and it's going to be really difficult to get back from there. But it's also kind of the one map in the game where pop doesn't matter, right? Because usually in Rainmaker, you want to try get that pop. That's a main priority because it pretty much gets you mid.
It's so much control, but on this map, it's way too high up and on uninkable surface.
Yeah, I would really agree with IPS on this one. Like, yeah, if one team just goes fully wiped, either a knockout, or if just one member just stops the Rainmaker from preventing to knock it out, like this could go pretty either quick or it could just be in different situations.
It's like usually on Snare Canal, what you want to do is when you want to maybe throw a bomb at the Rainmaker shield, not do too much of it, just don't go around mid. You want to get your specials. Because if you're able to get your specials, that can help you get that quick wipe at the beginning of the game. That can actually, when you're there, get you a big push. So, I think mainly what the team that's gonna win the starting fight here, or maybe win like the game by one push, is the team that's not gonna focus pop. The team that is gonna paint mid, paint around the left and right sides, get their specials, and then maybe form a team push with that to get a wipe and some kills.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, there's only 10 seconds left on the counter to choose their weapons, so we shall be getting in soon.
Maybe we might see a Sploosh come out here from one of the teams, since it is Rainmaker, and I do believe Nugget plays Sploosh. I believe. I'm not sure, but we'll see here now coming into this game.
All right.
Right, now looking at both of these teams, we do see that Sploosh coming up from Markwood Falcons on Nugget.
And I see a brush from the side of Astro.
There also is a vanilla Flamesa with the Ninja Squid there. That is for the bombers, probably for that pop, and place other than mid. So interesting comps coming out from both teams. Both teams also opting to have a Booyah heavy, so no Ray. This seems like basically both teams having similar strategies, but done with different weapons. So either one just brush, maybe one of them makes something happen mid. His splash teammate does go down, and now he's going to push against his heavy, but is going to go down to Siege there. And this might be the first push going in Markwood Falcons here. Siege right now, Siege on this heavy, trying to push up, put that pain pressure. Is going to pop Booyah, and it's going to throw it right down the direction of Astro. And Markwood Falcons now opting to go left, actually. There is 2 down Astro, though, so they have to make something happen this quick, or else it's all going to be nothing. Zap goes down as well. Another one drops on the brush, goes down as well, and this is a chance for Markwood Falcons to push. They gotta go. Yeah,
they gotta go. They already have 3 down, but one just respawned. But I think the heavy was able to stop the Rainmaker just to push the Rainmaker from near Falcons here. That was great. Pick right there by the heavy Splatling.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like Markwood Falcon definitely played a little bit too slow. If they played a little bit fast, they might have been able to kill the heavy, or just the heavy might not have been there at all, because I think the heavy's on respawn. So that was pretty unfortunate there. As you see right now, it's 3-3 situation as both sides do go 1 down. And right now, Astro with control in mid, but still not really finding a way to get those picks on Markwood Falcons to get their own push going. As I say that, trying to take a push against the Flames in here, but it is going to go down to Nugget. So that is now going to be a 4-3 situation for Markwood Falcons, as they are going to be getting mid here. And Colby on this Flames roller. German, what do you think of this pick?
Really, from not really much I can really say. As of right now, we this situation going here. I think everyone's here just kind of playing a little bit slow here. So until maybe we see some team fights going on here.
As I say that, Markwood Falcons is going.
Yeah.
Throws it just a bit too high.
Very unfortunate there. So still, Markwood Falcons is pretty much has the pace of this game. They're still pushing, still keeping aggressiveness, and even when they're not holding mid, they're putting pressure on Astro. As I say that though, one of Markwood does go down. This might be an opportunity. Nugget does go down. It is now 2 down. Markwood from respawn for Markwood Falcons. Nito pops this hammer here onto Heavy Splatling. With the support of the Booyah, might be able to find a pick. Does get the pick on the heavy. Really good pick there. Now maybe looking to get the pick on the
Track
brush.
goes down too. Ooh, wait, was there a fly?
Seems so. And
I couldn't really
now,
see it from a good perspective right there.
Right now, Markwood coming back from spawn. Astro still with control of the map. They can still make this push happen. As we with this bomb rush, maybe to get in, but honestly, German, it seems like Astro has the map control, but keeps dying to Markwood Falcons just holding their area and just holding, basically strong points. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Like we see Markwood Falcons here, just really keeping a defense, just like letting not Astro not flanking, or at least do to make something with a push here. So that was like really nice defense by Markwood Falcons.
Ooh, Dewey getting that great pick on the Rainmaker, and that only leaves the remix alive.
Yeah, right now it's still kind of just, again, 4-4 situation. Markwood Falcons have complete control of mid, but they still just have that pace of the game, that control of the game that Astro can't really seem to break out of. Right now, Nugget on this boost here is been doing work for Markwood Falcons, but is going to go down here as he goes down as well as again 3 down on Astro. Markwood Falcons just stopping any push from Astro.
Yeah, like Markwood Falcons doing a great job, like keeping all the defense good, being in good positions to like stop Astro from all those pushes that Astro is getting. Like good defense by the Markwood Falcons.
As we see again, he's going to go down on the side of Astro, and right now with 20 seconds left, Markwood Falcons is probably going to try to hold this mid as Trash coming over with this Booyah, maybe looking to do some last inspiration plays. He has control. Getting the pick on Nugget, but is going to go down to Siege there. And final second grab by Trash with that Rainmaker. Booyah Bomb is going to be thrown at him as he does survive that. Right now, Astro needs a miracle to win this. They're going to need a wipe and a lot of pain. But as I said, you get Siege, so it is one part of the process. Nugget on the
And we see 2 members go down, but I believe Nugget flanked, which I couldn't see from a good perspective right there.
Really good flank by Nugget there, just able to sneak in and get that pick on the Rainmaker to end that game. But honestly, first game was pretty even, just Markwood losing those team fights and the pushes. But this time, Markwood just winning every single team fight that Astro tried to start. And it honestly seems like, Markwood's just going, you know what? Come at us. We'll just beat you when you do.
Yeah, definitely like really strong gameplay from both teams. So Markwood just seemed to like shut out Astro like whenever they did try to make pushes.
Do believe that Astro definitely need to find a way to push through the defense of Markwood, because it seems like they might have changed their comp a little bit. So maybe that was to counter Astro from the first game. So now Astro's gonna have to adapt once again against this comp now from Markwood to just be able to basically break through that defense, because it seems like right now that's what they struggle with that whole game, because they were getting kills and sometimes they did have map of mid, but since they just couldn't push past that heavy or that Flingser roller.
They were
Absolutely,
definitely keeping it on lock.
So I believe what is the next map, Silver?
Manta Maria on Splat Zones.
Manta Maria Zones. That is definitely a solid map for those heavies that we saw in game 2. Definitely for Siege there. He might be still running that for that map, and in general, that is definitely one map where I think Astro's definitely gonna have to adapt here to get past the defense of Markwood, because if they don't, they're still gonna get locked out. Since this map, of course, if you can get the enemy's bunker, you can get your mast, and you can get like one person's bottom left watching throwing bombs. You pretty much can just lock out the enemy team like it's nothing. So if Astro cannot find a way to displace anyone from bunker or their mast, it's going to be really tough for them to get back in against Markwood with the comp they were running last game.
All right, well, we are actually getting into the game, so let's see what they are playing.
So we do see, I believe, heavy again coming from both sides. Double backline.
Double backline. That is interesting. A Siege and a heavy. This is an interesting comp by Markwood Falcons here.
Yeah, Markwood's like kind of capitalizing on that, like small push spaces, but like definitely still an interesting pick either way.
Yeah, interesting pick to have pick on the C-Jet though. Like I wonder what's on their mind to pick with the Stingray. With the of course it's gonna be the Ray spam of for the C-Jet.
Yeah, I believe they're definitely maybe looking to get one control and just hold it from there. But as you see here right now, Astro is going to start off with the first control, and I feel like this is where, in a sense, as some people would say, Markwood is lost on the weapon screen, because if you have two backlines, it is really, really hard to get back in on zones if you're locked out. And their comp choice here might be just detrimental to them, but they might prove me wrong here as Dweeb maybe pushed up a little too much. The Flink does get the pick there, is now going to pop bomb rush, and Trash on their heavy, on the mask there, looking pretty weak as the Dweeb pan over and Booyah thrown at the zone. Still Astro holding on to the zone right now, and Markwood Falcons with that double back comp did not get in.
They just they seem to paint, but like only for like a couple of seconds. Seems like they're getting more out painted.
And that was just an unfortunate Booyah bomb. Unfortunate. It's sometimes to the people who are watching right now. This could anytime happen in a tournament like that. It be like that when you're having a Booyah bomb.
Booyah bombs are like the worst thing that could ever happen to you.
You see right now is Astro, like Trash can just sit here and hold control. The only aggressive weapon on the side of Markwood Falcons is that Flings, and even then, Flings is pretty much the most complete-oriented roller in the game. So it really seems like there's not any aggression for Markwood Falcons to get in with, to get those picks. It really shows right now, Nugget trying to push for the C-Jet, but it's not an aggressive weapon. It is a backline, and, it is kind of strange since we saw the first two games, Nugget was going aggro weapon, so I don't know what this pick was, the idea was for this pick.
Could be a pocket, but not really a good one to
have.
have.
You do get two picks, with Dweeb coming from respawn now, and maybe try to get a pick. Oh no!
Oh yeah, Nugget was able to survive from that, but able to go down by that sloshing machine.
Right now we see a 3-3 situation here. Right now, finally, zone ticking down for Markwood Falcons. Say that Dweeb gets one. Might go down here since he jumps to a lot, but actually survives a little bit. His teammate does go down right beside him, decides to take the side down here. Pushing Nugget, gets the pick off Nugget, and still, Markwood Falcons right now getting this control. This might be the chance they need. They do get the heavy as well. This is it. This might be the chance. Oh, really good pick by the try there on that jab. Maybe I'm wrong, but still, Markwood Falcons are keeping that control as long as they can.
Merc?
Yeah.
Well,
my
that
God.
was kind of unfortunate for Nito.
Yeah, I was to say about those pictures right there, just like a good trade by both of them. But it seems that this zone is still neutralized from we still haven't gone see, but it seems Astro was able to get it back. But I'm not seeing really much. But maybe Markwood Falcons could try to maybe get it, but C-Jet goes down. So everything is kept under control by the try and the Foxes trying to get some good work on just getting the zone, but we see Nito here just kind of just striking right onto the mid of the hole. Yeah.
And we see still, Astro is still able to hold that lead, and since Markwood Falcons is struggling to get that complete hold they need that their comp would really benefit from, and to go down to Nito there is he's just able to push up.
Getting the triple.
And there really is nothing to stop that try because it is double back, and against a comp that's got, two Slayers doing that try and that machine, it's really hard just for Markwood Falcons to just go back in and get the picks on two Slayers when they have no Slayers.
Oh yeah, Markwood Falcons not having a hard time just to maybe get the zone back. So the sloshing machine and the try just doing all that work. Then you see a splash jump, but able to get that cancel. I think that was the Blink that got the sloshing machine. But
this might be
it. Could they maybe get the zone and get it from an overtime? And we're probably gonna take. But no, we see one member still alive, and I have no words from this.
That was quite unfortunate. I feel that double backline decision, like especially the way that like Nugget played that CJ, like I don't feel like that should have happened.
Yeah, that was at the end there. There was a glimmer of hope for them. Maybe if they were able to pick off that try and get the jump as well, they could have had stagger respawns and maybe held. But as you see from those KAs, Nito and Dweeb were able to just go off because there was nothing to stop them. When two of the players in their team were backlines, it was just really unfortunate. And honestly, it sucks. But they honestly lost the weapon screen. Like they just chose a very bad comp for that map and that mode in general, since double back is very, very unorthodox.
Definitely.
Yeah, I would agree.
Well, maybe they'll try to come back with it in Anchovy Games and Splat Zone. Not Splat Zone. Clam Blitz.
Ooh, anchovy.
Hammer galore is all I can say.
I would say they do have the little. They can go from their window, and then you got the fan. Like they can go from different directions with anchovy clams. So this could go with whatever push from these teams could make, and I would like to see whatever they're gonna do with their comp here in anchovy clams.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
really excited as well because like it's there's like no like set specials that like you can really use for this map. Like like the hammer would be nice on like Clam Blitz, but like then you just have everything else apart from like like no specials like really irrelevant here.
I mean, to be fair, it is Angel Clam Blitz, so the main thing you want to do is find where you want to push, because there's only two places you can really push, since the left wall isn't there for you to just climb up onto the enemy street. You either push to the fan or you push to the far right. Push to the far right, honestly, bubbles can be really good there to just glide through the office and just throw the clam right in. So that might be what they need here, but honestly, I feel like the main thing right now Markwood needs to do is just choose a better comp and coordinate a bit more, and they probably can maybe take this game. We will see now with their comps what they decide to run. Side of Astro, we see of course the normal comp from them would not change.
We see an E-leader on the side of Markwood and Falcons. That's an interesting to bring, especially on this map and the mode itself.
Like, I mean, like healer can you can get away with that on this map, but like Clam, it's like that's such an odd decision.
Yeah, definitely a bit strange, since E-leader is not the fastest weapon, and if that E-leader doesn't hit their shots, it isn't going to be able to do much else other than that. Maybe right now, I say that they do get one pick, but other than that, we also see them with a T-Tech and 52, looking for the aggressive shooter comp there, and then also the VBS for those missiles. Meanwhile, again, like on the side of Astro, we can see pretty much the same comp they're running, except with a Nautilus now, kind of going with that no back comp with the not pseudo backline, but I know Nugget just Falcon with 52 on the right side. He's going to put up a wall here, trying to control this fan so they can keep up the pushing pressure, as they do have 17 clans ready. They have 3 up as well, so they're probably going to look for a push here. One does drop down on Nugget. It might go down to
yeah, unfortunate with those shots on Nugget though. I feel like they would have gotten the pick right there, but those shots from Nugget there was just like I was just so like shocked that it didn't even get any of the shots on him.
52 and
just getting those picks.
52 and 96 never really have the best RNG whenever you always need it.
Absolutely, like the RNG to the 52 guys, like the RNG.
You do see here Markwood Falcons the first push, though 2 of them do go down, but they at least get it down to 65, 62 actually, as the E-leader does get another one in. But first push going to Markwood. Astro now going to be trying to get back into the game, as they're going to probably try to make a push their own here. But so far, it seems like that E-leader pick has actually been working, since, like I said, they got to get picks or else it's useless, and they've been getting those picks, so, good on them. And right now, Nugget here, kind of dilly-dallying around mid, probably trying to pick clams for their next push. They do have 18 clams to ready here, so we might see another Markwood Falcons push unless Astro has anything to say about it.
Another unfortunate blue bomb. Like,
Space
but
dropping down at
he
the
was able to
perfect.
at least get the pick though. At least he got one pick from that.
Space
Again,
jumping down at the
it
perfect
have to
moment.
be like that sometimes.
Nugget gonna sneak in there with the clam, but that definitely wasn't worth it since it only got them a point, and it's gonna give another pity to Astro. So if they're not able to defend here, that's gonna fight them back really, really hard there. You see now Trash on his engine, he look for some picks, not able to get any, and right now Astro with the more clam advantage, getting that map control in, it might be their turn to push here, German.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like they got one power climb and a pity, so like Astro here needs to kind of rethink what they're gonna do. They're gonna have to like stop their Falcons defense here. So we see a trade by the from like we see Astro going down. So Markwood Falcons trying to regain mid here, and we see already Nugget just going in, but is he able to get it in? But he actually gets it in. Like
Gets him, but again, that's only 10
10.
points, and right now, Markwood Falcons gotta tell Nugget, wait for us, be patient. We can push together and make this not only a one power plant push, an even bigger push. Because right now, they're just giving Astro free clams, and yes, they did get 10 more points, but if Astro gets one good push, that's gonna be game. We see her, with this crisis on the flank. Might go down though. Does get armor to help him. Yes, they're gonna get it. He's gonna get taken out by Steve. Jump in by Trash to get the clam in, but Dweeb, the only one left, and that might be the pushover already for Astro.
Yeah. Definitely such an odd jump in coming out from Jazz, like right on top of that area, like with Siege already starting to shoot at him.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate there. Nugget calling for his teammates and maybe looking to paint up this right side, maybe get map control, but right now they're just sticking around, just letting Astro kind of come back in, which is pretty questionable since they did get a wipe. They could have gone to map control, but right now, Dweeb on this right side, if anything happen, they do get Lancer down. Oh, Nugget
again.
Nugget again, trying to just go for it.
Get the jump in, come on.
It's gonna stall out Astro, but they do get the not trade, so this might be beneficial, but either way, Markwood Falcons continues to defend, and now Astro does have another pity, so if Astro can get in here, they'll get the lead, no problem, but as I said, they're starting to see how it goes down to the rain, but the Iliad does go down as well. 2 down now on Astro, as both of them are the last ones left. They do get a power climb now, they're going to take the other one. Nugget here watching this left side with Eye of Hawk, does get the pick on Nito, and that's going to be game going to Markwood Falcons. We are getting a game 5.
Woo! Good first match.
That was like, I think from what I seen Nugget, like 3 times, like he just goes straight in with that power clam. I think what he's trying to do for me, like, I think he's trying to make them stall like Astro there. Like maybe just like, because I think we've seen like how many Astro members trying to just focus Nugget there when he was trying to score that power clam there.
Yeah, it was like that last power clam. I definitely agree. Like, just helped them out a ton because it kind of got Astro off their backs whenever they were trying to push. Which
Absolutely, yeah.
though,
I feel like
you
go ahead.
It would have been cool if they jumped in like with their pity, because then they could have gotten like down to like 21, and that would have been game sealed.
Possibly, but I do believe if the power climb did jump there and they 2 went down, maybe after that push, Astro could have easily gone to control against 2 people on that left side there. So that might have been actually a better play to not jump with that power climb. Although, definitely the first 2 times the Nugget did that, it was pretty questionable. That 3rd time, it definitely was a good play, as they had people looking at him and it was able to get a bit more points for Markwood Falcons at the same time. So it definitely was a pretty good play. And then good defense coming out from Markwood Falcons after that was able to just pretty much finish up that game. And now Markwood Falcons adapted and they, pretty much just stalled out Astro completely. So Astro has another problem on their hands. They got to find out how to not get stalled out by Nuggets flanks and kind of, you could call them cheese plays. as we go into this 5th map now, which I believe is
Is-
tower control on what map?
Starfish main stage.
Starfish main stage. They're gonna have to make sure not get staggered by Nuggets flanks here, as there is 2 sides to flank. So if they have to focus in the whole game, they are not gonna be able to get any pushes going. So hopefully they'll be able to adapt for that. We will see now.
Yeah, and as I said before, like I definitely see we definitely seen both teams using heavy remixes. I mean, they could definitely use any sort of splatling they want, but if both of these teams are gonna go for like the heavy remix on this map and mode, I feel like this would also be a good for benefit if they work in their favor, trying to go with the heavy splatling flank, or they could try something else with if they pull a heavy remix here.
Yeah, definitely. We are now going into this game. We on TC Starfish, Game 5, playoffs on the line here for both teams.
Come on,
looking at their
guys.
comps, German, take it away with their comps.
Yeah, and we see an aggro comp from Markwood Falcons, so they're not going to try to go for splatling. And we see a charger this time from Astro here. So looking at these comps here, and I'm expecting to see with, Astro going back with just that double slosher. Like, it's definitely working out in their favor too. So we already see a trade with the K-Machine and the K-Pro here. So everything is just really neutral and mid, but I think Jazz here just taking the tower, but like had to just move out just to not at least like die, because they gonna have to play as a team. And we see now Markwood Falcons trying to now get this push here. They get a lead, but just not as much. And we see K-Pro going down, so this is something, and I actually did not know that was actually a VDS. I thought it was CDS just for a quick second, which see, like, that's an interesting pick that I would never see in comp of VDS.
Yeah, VDS definitely like underutilized. Like, it can be a great addition, but like most people just prefer CDS due to its killing something special.
We do see here now 3 down for Astro. Markwood's gonna make the first push, and looking at these comps, we have Astro, who's playing a much more kind of defensive comp with that charge, so he's going to be playing a little bit slower. So Markwood Falcons definitely looking to outpace them completely with no back. As they do have misses, Inkjet, Briabomb, and Armor to do that. As they are going to clear his first check, with Briabomb coming out, Corey on the jet, and looking to get a pick. He's going to be able to get one there. Oh, does get an assist there, though. Maybe the pick on Jazz. There's actually 2 down now on Astro. If this keeps going, this could be pretty big for Markwood Falcons. I believe the try does drop down on Corey, but Corey backing up all the way.
And well, they have to dive into the water there.
No, it's just to freshen up. It's just to freshen up.
Oh,
no, they jump in. They get the stick on the try, does get the trade, and man, honestly, I feel like that push could have been a lot bigger. I feel like that push could have been definitely a lot bigger from Markwood Falcons, but pretty much them backing up, only against 2 Astro players, but if they can defend against now these 2 checkpoints from Astro, that can definitely be really good here, as they are defending their own push. But now 3-2 situation, Armor coming out for Markwood Falcons, left in his tower on the zone. He is able to get some help to get, I believe, that zap down, but still, he's now on this BDS. Good. Oh, does go down to Nito on that try, though. He does have Armor at the ready. Is going to pop Armor, but he's going to go down to Nugget. And right now, this is just a bloodbath.
You sound like 3 deaths there. Like,
yeah, just like picks and picks like from like each team. Like they're just like trying to get into like maybe get some pushes and get into like some fights and help each other out here. So like we already see 2 members go down from Astro. So Markwood Falcons could just now get some pushes here. We see a jump here, but is Nugget gonna get this pick? No, the K-Machine was able to get that pick right there. Like, the K-Machine really doing some work today. Like, they've done so well in like round 1 here. So like, I like so much work for like in their favor.
Definitely right now is Dweeb here. Maybe looking to get another pick on Siege right now. Dweeb's situation. Another trying to put pressure on Tower. Trash is just surviving there. Dweeb doesn't get pick on Siege though. And this might be the snowball that Astro needs as the rest of the players are jumping in here and starting to rush Trash. Just go down on Tower. Lance going down. 2v2 situation now. Siege and Cairo Tori left alive. Siege goes down to the try. Tori gonna try stall as much as he can. Is gonna trade with that try salter. Nothing now. Coming back is just gonna jump in. Just Astro taking care of.
Yeah, this could be a little bit of a problem here. Yep, and there we go. We see Astro getting the lead here. But they're still going, but that's going to be a full wipe. A full wipe by, so now Markwood Falcons have to think here if they're going to try to play it back now. They're going to have to play really aggressive now for the last 40 seconds here. They got to do something.
It's definitely unfortunate. Markwood Falcons were feeding in and just desperately trying to save that lead, and it really did not work out. As now they're going to make a push of their own, but I feel like the main thing they need to do is need to take out that try and that machine. As you see, both of them with 13k doing a lot of work on the Zap and Charger aren't doing as much, so I feel like they need to set the priority straight real quick on who to kill. As I say that, coming in and gets two.
We see 2 picks from the from Dweeb here. Is he going to get the 3rd pick though? But he will not. He's trying to just trying to stay alive here. Another 2 picks. Delayed quad right there.
Flat bomb.
And that is it. Astro gonna take this set 3-2, keeping their playoff hope alive. And it really seems like now Astro, that game just went off. They unfortunately were going down the first half of the game, but then Dweeb and Nito just popping off on those flossers, just hitting those picks. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, Astro, yeah, with their comp on the Tri-Slosher and Slosher machine, like, they've been getting all those KAs, like, throughout this match up right here. So, like, yeah, the machine and Tri just working paired up and just, like, getting, like, just the picks and just stopping Markwood Falcons just from getting, like, started with a push here. So, like, that's just, like, amazing to see, both, like, from the machine and the Tri just working together and really well coordinated.
Definitely. I feel like Astro just had sheer killing power, and like that definitely paid out for them at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like in the end, like everyone can, start do more better in the future. Like, I gotta say, great, like, performance from both sides though. Like,
Yeah,
everyone
definitely. That was a really
everyone like played so well. Like, that was just amazing to
Going
start
to Game
off
5
with.
kind of proves it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, we are gonna take a 5-minute break, but we will be back with Loxart versus Eternal.
Yeah, definitely. That's going to be a pretty high matchup as well.
Alright, well, I'll see you guys in 5 minutes.
Trade and save, 3,500 minimum or more, Riker.com.
And we are back.
Yep.
So we got Loxart versus Eternal. Currently, Loxart is taking a 0-4, while Eternal has a 3-1.
No,
like to
no,
say.
they're 2-2, I believe.
Oh yeah,
2-2.
2-2.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
yeah, do you guys want to go ahead and slide into team talk?
Yeah, sure.
First off, we got Eternal. What's your viewpoint of them, IPS?
Excuse me, what you said? You cut out for me.
What do you think of Loxart?
Loxart, right. So, unfortunately, Loxart is the 0-4 team in the season. You know, they're at risk of being the winless team of the Anarchy division. So, that is very unfortunate. But maybe today, who knows? They might be able to pull off that upset to maybe, go 1-4, not go winless, and come out with an upset, So,
Yeah,
definitely looking for that today.
And
Absolutely, yeah.
and now we got Eternal. Any thoughts on them, German?
Do recognize Eternal a little bit. Not too much of the members, but I definitely recognize some of Eternal here. So I definitely love to see both teams go out, and I do hope I can see Loxart maybe try to not have like a winless record.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
It would be nice for Loxart if they at least win at least one. Then they won't be winless.
Of course. Well, as we wait for them, why don't we go ahead and recap Tower Control Reef.
Definitely. I feel like on this map, we're probably going to maybe see that Brella come out from Boy Alex, since I do believe he's a Brella roller player.
Alright.
Maybe from Eternal, I'm not really sure, since I believe they'll be playing with subs, as they are unfortunately disbanded and are just finishing out the league, which is definitely props to them.
Yeah, thank you
finishing
guys.
out the league. Yeah.
They really
So now, both these comps now coming out, we do see on the side of Eternal, we have that V splash, those quick jets. We do have that machine coming out, which we saw in Tower Control. Meanwhile, just the normal Sap and Heavy that we have seen before coming out from Eternal. And meanwhile, on the side of Loxart, we have the Carbon Roller coming out, as well as the Forge and Ballpoint. Definitely, on one hand, you have more of the orthodox TC combo. On the other hand, you have weapons you don't see as often anymore, since Forge has been good, pretty wild. But Jimmy, what do you think?
A Forge is like a really interesting pick here. Like, I've probably never seen a Forge probably in a while, if I've seen one. Like that's a really good pick.
Yeah, especially on Tower
interesting pick.
Control. Whenever I see people play Forge, really, it's basically kept a Clam Blitz because of its bubbles. Never quite seen it on Tower Control.
Yeah, definitely. We do see
But,
here now Eternal coming out with the first pushes. Advocate is going to get a pick on that far side there on a ballpoint, as he does go down himself. And right now, Ian here with this splashdown is going to get right down there and is going to get a pick with that. And right now, Rose here with this CS is going to pop Rang. And, right now, just, it's not as much of a blowout as I maybe thought it was, but, still right now, it's, still keeping most of that control. And Rose here with the CS, still sitting on the tower, struggling that Ray. Is definitely going to look to make a push of her own German.
Yeah, and now maybe Loxart can start up a push by getting the first checkpoint here, in which they do now pass that first checkpoint here. So you guys see, they're still going too, but as soon as I said that, now Eternal was able to turn that tower back around and not let it go forward. But still seems Loxart's still trying to at least push that tower. But an unfortunate with the ballpoint is probably, I saw right there, got splatted by the splashdown.
Canada experiencing a bit of lag.
Yeah.
So
Unfortunately,
yeah, I
yes.
was also gonna probably mention that too, but like I did just like wouldn't point that out, but but Eternal like returning the tower back into the left tree, so they could probably just maybe get this second checkpoint and get past it. So like they just gotta have one person sitting there, but it seems one had to just step off, but just do whatever situation it was going on. But and I don't know what was the splashdown used right there, but I couldn't really see from the perspective if there was like someone from Loxart member was there, or I just probably was blind.
Not really seem like there was anyone there.
A really nice flip that machine there. And right now, Eternal just keeping their push going, although pretty slowly. Right now, this Slosher Ian is just keeping that control nice infrastructure with that machine. He's able to get enough hits. He's going to get one. He's going to get two. And right now, that splash and that machine are putting in a lot of work. And that's a wipe on the side of Loxart. And we might be seeing a KO here.
I think this
Oh yeah,
Ian really just
yeah.
blocking Loxart out. I'm sorry for
Yeah.
the guys. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and it seemed like they're still trying to get that tower and maybe get that knockout, and which they did. Like, yeah, the K machine just in their territory, just keeping them keeping Loxart away, just to not like get any sort of picks on Eternal there. Like that was just like great picks from the 11K from the, but it seems the Splash had more KA, which is 15, and like that was great push by Eternal there and by knocking that out.
Yeah, definitely. Like they all just kind of like just kept them in spawn. Like there's like no way they could even like remotely get out.
Absolutely, yeah.
One sec, just check lead staff discussion. Silver, just talk about whatever. I got
All right. So next one will be Snapper Canal Rainmaker, and while we wait for that, why don't you guys take over?
Okay. Well, we already know a little bit of all these maps that were played on the round one. Rainmaker. If any of you guys watching and haven't saw we're gonna be playing Snapper Canal Rainmaker. In this situation, it's either a knockout or it could be in a different situation where one member can try to at least pick on the Rainmaker and just stop them from pushing that Rainmaker to the goal. So depending on the situation, if it's a full wipe from whatever team in each side. So.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, though, like we've seen, let's take a look at like a cap back on the comps from round from game one there. Like I mean, like maybe they could make a change from their comp here, or maybe from one team they could maybe take the same. Like I definitely want to see from the one member on Eternal. Maybe use that K machine again. That was probably it could probably work in their favor there. So I definitely want to see Eternal have that K machine back here in game 2.
That would be really cool to have. Well, we are heading into Rainmaker Snapper Canal. Definitely gonna be a really good map for people who have range and kill power, and we are already heading into it. That was a really quick weapon selection.
Okay, yeah, and now we get ready for game 2 here, and I definitely want to see what Loxart might want to see. Probably their comp didn't work as much, and now we see we see a double splatling from Loxart, a Hydra and a heavy remix.
Ooh, running like Nautilus and like maybe like a heavy or some kind of like backward or like even like a minigame of heavy, but
Like,
I don't really
yeah,
see a Hydra in heavy.
yeah, this is interesting from Loxart here. What I want to know, like, what's on their mind, like, why did they think they would go with this kind of comp here? Like, this is pretty interesting, but I want to probably maybe see how maybe things would work for them. But they do have the Rainmaker, though, so, now they're gonna start this push here. Now going from the left, we see a Stingray with that heavy there. So we see 2 members go down from Loxart here. So now 3 down, but oh, for a second there, I thought Oreo T there was gonna probably get killed by those missiles there, but able to at least just run speed away, just surviving from it. Just,
Run speed
but-
is always a very important thing when it comes to heavies.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we see now the L3 now using that inkjet, but we see 3 members go down, so it's just only the Splatlinks. But we see now the Rainmaker being pushed, like now to remaining at 29, but the Remix Rose just keeping like them back and just not letting them like get the knockout here. So Loxart is not done. They're gonna keep playing it really defensively and not letting Eternal knock it out from they but we see Loxart now like already here. Like they could maybe start with a push, but their zap does go down, so it's a 43. But the Ray goes
Beautiful
out,
Ray
and
coming out from
Oreo was
T.
yeah, like oh my god. And I've definitely recognized Oreo T before. Like he's like doing really well with the heavy like Flatlings here. So like really that was like really good pick when he got that pick on the Rainmaker there. But now Eternal here trying to maybe start up with another push again, see what happens now. Still holding it up, and what was like I got to see an unfortunate, like I think the Rainmaker got stuck when those missiles were just going right at him. Like I just didn't get to see like that much of it right there. I was like,
That was
just
very
a split
unfortunate.
second there, I saw like missiles going to the Rainmaker and just instantly get spotted by those missiles.
Very unfortunate. It did not seem like the Rainmaker was just like in a, like, it was just in a tiny puddle of ink, but that could be enough to get a kill. And as you saw, it was.
Yeah, it was just like a split second as soon as I saw that. But we see here Eternal here. It's now the 3v3 situation here. So I think everyone here maybe trying to play it slow. Maybe Eternal wanna just play it really defensively here. But we see the L3 having an inkjet, gets 2 picks right there. Gets 2 picks,
whoa.
and now was
Nice
like that was
job.
a great like inkjet shots from that L3. And like L3 is definitely like a wise good choice in my opinion. I definitely
Definitely.
would love to see an L3D like be played in a tournament like this. Like and I'm glad to see one right now. And we see now Eternal now might want to now start up with another push again. So we see the L3 doing a lot of work too. So like he's getting all those 2 picks on those Splatlinks there. And now we see Eternal now, we gotta let, no, but we survived! Oh my god! Just only barely above, but it's still 3 minutes go down. Only
Got
remaining
way
of
above.
1. But are they gonna get it though? But no, so Eternal has to, maybe he wants to try to knock it out, but like I said, Loxart is not done yet. They want to like really not let this team not go like out like so easily. Like Loxart doing really well job in defense there, but it's unfortunately for Loxart they gotta have to fully wipe Eternal like I would say 2 times if they want to go and maybe knock this one out, which Eternal got it to a remaining of 1.
Advocate
But
getting a
as soon as
triple.
I said that though, so like the L3 like from Eternal is just doing all that work. He's like doing all the work, just like getting all those kicks there and just letting you know, getting the Rainmaker just, you know, push free. Like
Ooh, Canada
and now
getting a good pick, but I don't think that'll be enough to really turn the tides.
yeah, like this is like Loxart just needs to like maybe go like here. So now and now that just stops the overtime. Just 2 seconds, I believe. Like it was overtime, and then just 2 seconds, it just stopped.
Kind of really should have popped the Rainmaker right there.
Yeah, I feel like Loxart could have like popped the Rainmaker and just take it and just try to like make sure that Eternal like not get the Rainmakers, which I believe the Zap would have probably gotten that Rainmaker there, but decides probably not to. But that was, I would say, pretty interesting. Like at least for Loxart, they played it so defensively though, like with that double swaddling. But I know it's not really gonna pretty much work, but I mean it did work for their of their defenses from preventing Eternal, not letting them knock out. Like that was just like only just a one remaining there from like Eternal just pushing that so much. Like they could have also gotten that knockout, but we seen Rose just on that heavy remix, just stopping the Rainmaker and stopping the whole team there.
Yeah, but it just like they didn't have enough pushing power like at all. Like Rainmaker, you like sure you do want like a backline, but like I wouldn't suggest a Hydra, like even if it was just a singular backline.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would actually agree with that. Yeah, they just Loxart just didn't have the power to like get like a push at that time. Like I mean, we've seen them try to get some pushes, but like Eternal just stopping their pushes there, like from like every time they go right into the left there, which they were like going to the left like 2 times when they had the Rainmaker right there. So they didn't really have like Loxart just didn't have any good pushes like Eternal did.
Mm-hmm. Well, currently, I believe we are almost done with weapon selection, as only waiting on Oreo T to ready up.
What is the last map here for game 3 that we've got?
Splat
Well, maybe
zones
last
on Mant.
map.
Wow, already calling it early.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Loxart past 2 games have been looking so hot against Eternal, and especially with that last game with that double heavy comp, the double heavy comp definitely didn't work for them. Who knows? Maybe they might prove me wrong and reverse sweep here or take a couple of games. We'll see.
I would love to see if Loxart can try to make that happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. So, Splat zones Manta, and can't wait to see the comps.
I want to see what Loxart brings out here. Okay, we got a
with
heavy
deco.
Heavy deco this time. Okay.
What does that even have? I completely forget.
I would say a heavy deco is I would say it's a niche pick. In my opinion, a niche pick. But you could definitely see it for Clan Blitz sometimes, for sure.
Yeah,
but just not. You don't see it as much though.
Yeah, it's honestly, heavy deco. That's reminding me of 2018 meta when we used to see those all the time.
Oh yeah, IPS. That actually sounds about right. But yeah, like Eternal just getting the zone here, getting the first tap here. So Loxart needs to, they gotta really rethink what they gotta do to stop Eternal from going forward, because we see Eternal just preventing to not let Loxart go forward. We seen the K Machine from game 1 just not letting them get past Loxart, Eternal not letting them get passed by them.
Yeah, right now Eternal just has this massive control of the screen, pretty much the whole map, and Loxart can't even get out of the spawn. As I said, if you get the Alistair in the game, there might be opportunity for them to push. Didn't start neutralizing zones. As I say, that zone does go back to Eternal here. Fortune 1 goes down to Loxart, 2 down on Loxart, Bubbles coming out from the heavy, but maybe stole zone. Now this roller kind of go when it makes him happen, but isn't going to be able to do it. And right now Eternal is quickly paint stone. This might be game for them as Oreo Team is going to hold up on this bunker. And that is it. And Eternal takes the set 3-0. And unfortunately, Loxart ending the season winless. But at least they can go back and learn from these losses. All you can do from here now is go up.
Absolutely, yeah. I definitely would love to see Loxart come back and, really rethink what they can do, really better from their losses. Like, I definitely would love to see them play again.
Me too.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe next season. Who knows?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, it would be great to see them next season.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, that is it today for me. And I believe also for IPS and German as well. So, I believe we are now kicking this over to Aika and Lumi, if I am correct.
Maybe even Stormy as well, which is definitely going to be some hype commentary.
Definitely.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I guess now just tune in everyone, as probably in a couple of minutes the stream will go back live again with the matchups of Outcast Ninjas versus Powerfish Party. And Silver here is going to be playing with his team Eclipse against Insurance Agency to maybe lock out and end their season 5-0. So, yeah, tune in for and see you guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.